Hello, welcome. This is BlockchainBloom, the blockchain educator. I'm Atala Pink, and in today's video, I'm going to talk about the present market situation. Also, the fact that now 5 new crypto ETFs are launching. So that kind of thing just continues. When we're looking at Solana, for example, we just see inflows. And we also have now a strategy skips Bitcoin by this time. Actually, usually they, announce it always on a Monday, and now it looks like they didn't buy. Also, today we're going to have the PPI coming out, which could be some extra data for the Fed, and we also see the chances to increase for a rate cut in December, and we have Japanese FSA to require crypto exchanges hold liability reserve for losses relating to hacks. So guys, all this in today's video, and don't forget, every single day I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on BlockchainBloom to keep you up to date. So that's important. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel, hit the like button if you like this kind of content, and now let's do it. All right, and now for first look at the Bitcoin price, we see, okay, why is this here on the top? Doesn't matter. Okay, so Bitcoin is actually 1.3 up in the last 24 hours. That means $87,450. Ethereum 3.4 up, $2,895. We have the top gainers now. Cospa 21% up, ENA 12%, SUI 11%. We have some others going down. Zcash is down 9%, Bitcoin Cash 3%, MAME down 3%. At the moment. And when we're looking at the Bitcoin candlestick chart, we can see here on the weekly that we had this try at the beginning of week. Today is Tuesday, so it was yesterday on Monday, but it didn't really work out that well, so it's still not strong, the movement. And actually we have here this blue line, and this blue line is the 200 moving average here on the weekly. And when you're looking at this one, it's very interesting that here in the last bear market, we actually not just visited, but actually went under it. But when we're looking at the previous bear market dumps, we went very, very close to it. So there's a good chance if the bearish thing continues, probably first you're going to have a dead cat bounce or something like that from somewhere, I don't know where, of course, after a certain dump, some pump. But then maybe next year this can continue and go all the way down. So if we just extend this line, maybe when it's happening somewhere, I don't know, here, somewhere in May-ish, kind of, then this can bring us down all the way to the 60s when it comes to Bitcoin price. Of course, it can go in another direction as well. Maybe we have a nice pump and then we continue. But if the whole bear market scenario plays out, then actually after a dead cat bounce, we can go as usual when you're looking at the previous ones, just like this one here, dead cat bounce, and then revisiting here the 50 moving average on the weekly, and then it works as a resistance. And then we continue to dump, and we will probably hit then the 200 moving average on the weekly. Or actually, I'm not saying going under it, but this could be the move. But the whole thing is that every single day I'm bringing you here the freshest cryptocurrency blockchain news. So we're revisiting the chart and we're talking about every single day to find out what will happen. So I'm not predict anything because I'm not believing, I'm saying that, oh, this and this is going to happen in 2 months' time. Who knows what's going to happen in 2 months' time? But if we're checking it every single day, then we can act when it's necessary, I believe. Right. Okay, and when we're looking at the fear and greed, we're still in 15 extreme fear categories, so the fear on the market hasn't really changed. But bullish things are still happening, but right now the market is not reacting on the bullish news as usually it does. However, it could be good for the future because newer and newer crypto ETFs coming out. Right, so here we can read that now in these couple of days we have 5 new crypto ETFs which are hit the market already and will hit in a couple of days time. So we have already Grayscale's XRP Trust turned to be spot ETF launched. That was actually yesterday. Their Dogecoin Trust turned into ETF, and Franklin Templeton's XRP ETF is also out. Then tomorrow on the 26th we're going to have Bitwise Doge ETF, and next week on the 2nd of December we're going to have Grayscale's Chainlink Trust turned to spot ETF, and it shows clearly that more and more crypto ETFs coming out, which gives possibility for institutional investors to invest through ETFs into different kind of cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin and ETH as they usually did at the beginning when these ETFs came out. And Eric Balchunas is actually saying that in the next 6 months, about 100 new crypto ETF will hit the market. And for example, when we're looking at the new ones like Solana ETF, yesterday they had record inflows with 58 million US dollar. Biggest went for Bitwise. They also bought a record amount with 39.5 million US dollars. So as you can see, these are not huge numbers, not these same numbers what goes for Bitcoin spot ETF or ETH spot ETF. But the fact that there are no outflows since we have the dump, that's an interesting thing, and that also shows that probably when the trend is changing and the bear trend will be the past and the bull trend is coming, then probably institutions will take an advantage on spot crypto ETFs and through them invest into altcoins, especially when those altcoins will be low and there will be a great chance for a nice profit. Okay. Also, another thing is, interestingly, MicroStrategy this time didn't buy Bitcoin. It's a usual thing that Michael Saylor announcing every single Monday. That's the routine, that we bought this amount, this amount, this amount of Bitcoin. And now it looks like they skipped that week, and the stock is actually down 67%. So probably it's not the best time right now for MicroStrategy. They're getting into the survival mode, but probably they're going to still accumulate. They also have this issue that they could be excluded, delisted from major indices, but that decision will just happen on the 15th of January. So now that's another reason why their stock is also going down since the summer. And here is their tracker and where they're buying. And recently you have seen like lot of Bitcoin buys. Doesn't matter, every single week, as you see the date at the top. And now it looks like they missed this one. That probably they are going to continue. Okay, some important data going to come out this week, so let's talk about it. And not just this week, but I'm talking about today. And this is the PPI and also the core PPI coming out. And when we're looking at here the PPI, then the actual is 2.6, and the focus said it's going to be 2.7. So the previous was 2.6. So let's see, it's coming out today in the afternoon, 8:30 US time, but like where I am, and this is the afternoon. So we're going to see what that will be. How we haven't seen data for a while. The October data didn't come out yet. The September. Yeah, this is So now basically people are hungry to see something. So this can also have an impact on the market. Now, when it comes to chances for FOMC meetings rate cut, it increased. Last week that was in the 30s. Now we are above 80%. But it looks like the market still has other things and the uncertainty is still there. So now they do not care that much about it, even that the chances for 1 week to another totally changed, and now the rate cut is very likely if you're looking at these numbers. Okay, and finally about when it comes to security, crypto security, and when you're holding on exchanges, secure your funds, we have news from Japan. So regulation worldwide are happening, and for instance, now Japan's FSA to require crypto exchanges hold liability reserves for losses relating to hacks. So basically, there is preparing a rule that would require crypto exchanges to hold. Yeah, this is what I just said, and the cold wallet exemption with legislation planned for 2026. That means your crypto would be a bit safer if you hold it in an exchange in Japan after these. They had the famous MATIC collapse when, a lot of Bitcoin, talking about 850,000 Bitcoin, were drained. And yeah, that was a long time ago, back in 2014, but the repayment is still on, and the people are still waiting for their money. So I think that's a very, very important thing, and more exchanges should go in this direction. Of course, we have Binance and some others already having shuffle, but now this will be, looks like, mandatory in Japan from 2026. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Don't forget, every single day, I'm bringing you the freshest cryptocurrency and blockchain news here on Blockchain Bloom to keep you up to date. So if you would like to stay up to date, pretty easy. Just subscribe to this YouTube channel. Doesn't matter if we are in a bearish or bullish time. You get your important information from this channel. And also hit the like button if you like this kind of content. And see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.